I love my girlfriend, but am I making the biggest mistake of my life? We're getting to the point where we need to decide whether to get married. Instead of feeling excited, I've mostly felt anxious about making the wrong decision. One of my biggest concerns comes from when she stayed with me and my parents for around 6 months. She spent a lot of time in bed, rarely helped around the house, and my family felt she wasn't pulling her weight. She says she honestly didn't realize how her behavior came across and says she'll make much more of an effort in the future. I just don't know whether that's something I should trust or whether I'm being naive. There are a few other things that worry me too. She smokes, doesn't really exercise, has a poor diet, left a Red Cross nursing course after a few months, which I mostly paid for, and hasn't worked for over a year. She tells me she'd happily take any job if she moved here. We've also had arguments where she's ended the relationship, then wanted to get back together a few hours later. That pattern has made me question how stable we really are. The confusing part is that she's also an incredibly caring person. We have our own little words and inside jokes. She's affectionate. She gets emotional when I do thoughtful things like buying her flowers, and she once spent a long time making me a scrapbook about our relationship. I've never questioned whether she genuinely loves me. She also comes from a difficult background. She grew up with very little money. Her family can be emotionally abusive, and she says she was bullied while doing the nursing course. I know those experiences may explain some of her behavior, but I'm struggling to work out how much weight I should give them. I'm not perfect either. I've dealt with depression since before we met. I struggle to stick to healthy habits myself. I've failed loads of times trying to exercise consistently and cut down on social media, and I know I should have spoken up about my concerns much earlier instead of keeping them to myself. I don't want people to simply tell me to leave or stay. I'm trying to understand whether these concerns are the kind of things people genuinely work through together or whether they're signs that we're not as compatible as I want us to be. If you've been in a similar position, I'd really appreciate your perspective.